Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Sarveshwara Mam Pahi Prabhu, Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibhu, Shambho Shankara Sada Shivaya, Sarveshwara Mam Pahi Prabhu, Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibhu, Pahi Vibho Mam Pahi Prabhu, Har 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 Hara Namo, Shiva 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 Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Sarveshwara Mam Pahi Prabhu, Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibhu, Shambho Shankara Sada Shivaya, Sarveshwara Mam Pahi Prabhu, Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibhu, Pahi Vibho Mam Pahi Prabhu, Har 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 Hara Namo, Shiva 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 Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Sarveshwara Mam Pahi Prabhu, Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibhu, Shambho Shankara Sada Shivaya, Sarveshwara Mam Pahi Prabhu, Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibhu, Pahi Vibho Mam Pahi Prabhu, Har 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 Hara Namo, Shiva 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 Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Haraya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Shivaya Namo, Haraya Namo, Sarveshwara Mam Pahi Prabhu, Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibhu, Shambho Shankara Sada Shivaya, Sarveshwara Mam Pahi Prabhu, Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibhu, Pahi Vibho Mam Pahi Prabhu, Har 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 Har. ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यम्। भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो शिवः स गुरुः प्रोक्तः यः गुरुः स शिवः स्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पकः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः Shivaya. Om Namah 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 Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om Har Har Namah Parvati Pate Har Har Mahadev. Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Hari Om. The joy and fulfillment of any individual, society or the nation depends on three aspects. First is the value system called dharma. Second is the faith system called bhakti or upasana. And third is the notion system, which right notion is called the Brahmagyan. There are three pillars to anybody's happiness. I'm repeating it. First is the system of I am doing the right thing to the right person in the right quantity, in the right time, in the right manner. Because the situations are reflection of our karma only. Grossified karma is called paristhiti. So dushkarm, then any action is not done rightly at a right time, in front of a right person. Somewhere if little rightness goes away, then it reacts in front of us as deprived person, an unfulfilled mind. So he will always find that I am not in my element, I am not having confidence. Confidence comes, take it out or take it full. Either put full or put half. No, don't put it all. In life, somewhere either be totally committed or be not committed. Don't be half committed. So when a person has not done his right work at the right time, then you are not giving what is required, and result will be that confidence goes away in a person. That I can do something good, I can be happy. The energy level goes away, the fulfillment, the confidence, the purity brings power. Impurity brings powerlessness. More a pure a person is, more he will feel empowered, stronger, confident. More impure a person is, more he has not done his duties or he has not given what is required. He doesn't have an energy to face the challenges of the world. Every day there is a new day, there is a new challenge, there is a new way of thinking. But that confidence that comes, that I can do it, it is possible, I can sail over this situation. I'll get it. That Vishwas that comes within, and Vishwas comes from the people around also, that he can do it. You have a faith in you, and people also have developed more faith in you. When Gurudev started in 1951, nobody knew him and nobody has any faith that he has anything to give. But after 30, 40 years, 35 years almost, when he was leaving his mortal coil, millions were there and they had a faith that he has changed my life. And I still remember when Guruji was recently appointed as the head of the mission in 93. He said one line, he said, you had seen the glory of his form, now you see the glory of his name. In Shodash Kala, Purush, name is also one glory. इतना महात्मा का नाम होता है. So when so that is when you have not done your complete duty towards a person, towards the time, towards the work in front of you. Then you will never have the inside stamina to see your bright future. When a person is dharmic, he has performed, he lives in a confidence that I have a bright future. Because I have not done something very bad that I'll get bad fruit, and because I have accomplished this much, therefore I can accomplish this also. I have done 4 malas, I can do 5. I have done 5, I can do 6. So when you have not done your dharma as child, father, mother, disciple, guru, whatever is your samanya dharma, vishesh dharma, so you crack from inside. You can't handle yourself. The personality is cracked. Anything cracked we don't use. A cracked bottle, a torn cloth, inauspicious. Daridra sits there. The Daridra sits there. If your clothes are torn and it is holy because of Gayatri Havan, kya kare, my sparks are coming. I was supposed to become a spark. So every lungi or sari has some kind of holes are there. I think change it. You also have such saris which has holes. A lot. Oh, only one you have kept for that only. Chalo, good. I think that's a good idea. You're not a cracked from inside. I am a full person. I am an integrated person. What my mind, my guru, my intellect, my sense organ, my conviction, my scriptures, God, all are bound. You are full inside, not full. You are not an uncollected person. That I think something, I do something, I have other, my notion is this, but my emotions are like that, but I acted like that, I have to hide this fact, I have to show this fact. ऐसे कटी फटी जीवन बेकार है यार. दम नहीं है, you have no confidence. कुछ भी करोगे ना तो एनर्जी, क्रिया सिद्धि तो सत्वे ना तो उपकरण है. One saying is there. The fulfillment or success of action is in how much you are collected within and how much you have a flow of energy and confidence and purity. Purity is power. Na to upakaran, not on the external, I didn't have this thing, not on the big infrastructure. Infrastructure comes to the person who has insight. So this is the first aspect that is important in life. Second aspect that is important, I said value system, that is the faith system. You are dealing with a life. Life is full of uncertainties. Life is full of unknown futures. Something is difficult, something is unmanageable. So you are not very, very big and you cannot handle everything. So when you are small, it is better to handle and wiser to hold on to something. If you don't know a subject, better to depend on somebody who knows the subject. A junior lawyer goes to the senior lawyer. The doctor whose internship, he depends on the senior till he is competent. CA also, they have also internship. So they also go to the senior person who is there. So we don't know many things, so give it to the God. The capacity to give to the God and feel, that is called bhakti is there. Upasana is there. Otherwise you will have worry. You can't give the matter, neither you can know and solve it, many matters are out of your control. This is the second aspect. If you don't have sufficient faith, you will be a afraid person. You will have always, something is going out of your hand, you don't know what mantra to chant. Because you have not chanted for a long time. When you have not chanted in an upasana, when it is needed, then you can't do it. Certain things you feel, I'm not able to manage it. It may be person, it may be your health, it can be your money, it can be your other things. You can't handle it. I feel very incapable of handling it. But I have to live with it. When you live with something which cannot handle, that is called worry and anxiety. But when I have a God, He handles that issue. This capacity to give, that is the faith in you. That is the upasana in you. Only take, I don't have money, I think money will come from somewhere. I have prayed to God, I have done so much of jap, I think money will definitely come. Well, this person troubles me, my father-in-law, mother-in-law. Well, I have done jap, she won't trouble, she become my friend. She is now more loving than my mother-in-law now. But if you have no system in you, you have no equipment, if you have not done sufficient puja or upasana, you will be lost. Because you have nowhere to hold on to. You are hanging somewhere. Hangers are good in the wardrobe, not anywhere else. Don't hang here and there. This also he was hanging around. I don't like this expression. Hanging around means not doing anything. That expression means that he is loitering around, not doing anything. Why you are hanging around? English language is funny, like. He was hanging around the room. I don't know what he was doing. Certain issues are out of your control. Well, no, everything. Moksha is in your control. Well, no, moksha is not in my control. And you will not get angry, it's under control. No, every day. Now I was angry before coming. I hit whom? Nobody was there. Ant was there. I killed the ant. or bug was there, insect was there, or what is your favorite? What is spider was there. She rather than spider. Spider she kills immediately. Any spider comes, immediately she kills that. Even a small child, baby spiders. Innocent, poor thing. You are living in an area where a lot of uncertainties are there. Your life is there. Your people leave you all of a sudden. People sometimes become different. Sometimes your body becomes different. Sometimes things are not conducive. Sometimes your financial state goes off. I already have my backup. Faith means backup is ready. Main drive has crashed, my backup is ready. Backup is there? No, backup is there. ये भी हमारे पास है. They say Jesus was using computer, it crashed. But all the data were already there. Why? Jesus saves. ऐसे ही बात है. आपको you are living in a very, very complex life is a complex thing. You have to live somewhere which is unworldly. Be constantly associated with something which is not belonging to the world. You live with him, you talk to him, you dance with him. Don't leave that particular center. Because world is a flux of Maya. You don't know what goes up and down here. And therefore, if I have already held to that infinite power, then that is my strong. Anybody's second strength is that he is unshakable from somewhere. He goes very fast to that unshakable center inside. If you have nothing to hold on at the time of crisis, then you are a weak person because everything has gone here. Somebody shouted at you. It is possible. You slipped somewhere. Somebody passed away all of a sudden. I lost my job. I went to the office and he says, "No, sorry, we have retrenched you. I cannot help it." Or anything can happen. This world is there. Second capacity is build up that inner unworldly love for God so that you live there when you are alone. You don't live in the world. Mentally you don't live in the world. Physically you may live, but mentally you live in the emotional level, you live with the God. This emotional collection of living with Lord Shiva in his lap, I live, I hold his finger, I walk with him. When I walk, I feel Lord is walking with him. When I sleep, I feel that he is guarding my bed, or he is coming in my dream, or in his lap, my head is there. Or when I eat, I give the first morsel of food to the God. ये एक connection, somewhere unworldly I am very much connected to. In my childhood, I used to go to the Kumbh Mela was there. Kumbh Mela, lot of rush was there. And somebody whom I knew, he was the chief of police. So his car used to be there. And in this car, outside sirens and all these things was there. And sometime I sat on the front seat. And he was on the back. And anywhere the car went, I got salute. I also saluted back. Although that salute was for him, not for me. And when he rush was there, I know somebody will pick me up, somebody will take me across because I am his. Somebody very big is there. I'm sitting. Somebody's very big officer's car. So as the Ganges came, automatically 20 police people came. 20. to take me on the boat. Imagine that. हम से ठीक है भाई. They said, no, please, रुकिए, साहब, हमको भी साहब बोल रहे हैं. हमको भी साहब हुए, हम नहीं. बोले नहीं, आप उनके साथ हो तो आप भी साहब ही. आप उनके बेटे हैं क्या? And then to the boat when it came to take, they held my hand. Easily I could have gone. But they held my hand, they made the seat. आइए सब नमस्कार, चंदन वंदन लगा रहे, संगम में जहाँ स्नान, सब एकदम आराम से हो गया. With the worldly officer, when you go, you have so much of welcome you get. When you go with the infinite officer of the whole Brahmand, how much you will be at peace? How much you will be at rest within? This is second thing. And third system, first was value system, second was faith system, and third is Brahma Gyan notional system. And third thing is that what is the world, what is the nature of I? I is not a Jeev. Jeev is nothing, but in its essence Jeev is Brahman. If you take away the three sharir, if you do avasthatraya vivek or shariratraya vivek or karak karan vivek, you find that Jeev is not there at all. And please note, the value system protects you from uncontrolled nature. The faith system protects you from being emotionally unstable. And this knowledge system protects you from rebirth. Three protective systems you need in your life. ठीक है? क्यों? Tomorrow you won't come. Monday you say. No, Monday. Monday ना? हाँ? Monday. ठीक है. Fine. Promise. I don't expect I am coming tomorrow. Monday means one day. Agreed. I am agreeing 100%. Don't miss this then. जो वादा किया वो निभाना पड़ेगा. And वादा किया हमसे. You have promised me. If you miss the promise, 500 rand fine you have to give. You have to cut your receipt. You have to issue the receipt to yourself only. Three system protects you from three areas. The value system protects you from loss of faith in yours, loss of confidence. The faith system protects you from dealing with the world's emotional imbalance. And the knowledge system protects you from transmigration, rebirth. And all these three systems are in the Vedas. And to bring out that Vedas, the greatness of that Vedas, that was the work of Bhagavan Shankaracharya. I am coming back to him. We have yet completed. It's not completed. Don't be happy, it is over. Still it is to be completed. I don't want to leave it incomplete. Can we complete it? 1 or 2 days. Maybe tomorrow will be over. बीच में कैसे छोड़ दें? Bhagavan Shankaracharya's avatar was to bring out these three things. The butter of these three things was milked out from the Bhashya. Number one, to emphasize the importance of sannyas. And many times I have said, please note, internal sannyas is mandatory, external is optional. Third point, the resurrection of the temples, etc. Many temples were dilapidated or they were not in a position. They were murtis were not jagrit. Somewhere it was not there at all. Fourth point was lot of sects were there in India. Lot of different sects were there. To bring out the meaning of and not to get identified to some wrong philosophy. Notional correction. 4 हो गया ना? And fourth was that worshipping the great worship ways and worshipping the saints, and lot of char mat aa gaye. 4 mat he established, Sringeri, etc. So that Vedas are preserved, and there are still people who have they are custodian of the different directions. We'll see that Sringeri came, Dwarkadish came, Puri came, Badrinath came. But your happiness is dependent on this, supposing. And please not we talk of a country. Country is made out of society. Society is made out of family. And colonies. Colonies is made of houses. House is made of individual. If individual is not okay, how can you find the country being okay? Then how can you say country is not? Country is not, please not big country have infrastructure. But the soul of the country is these 3 things. Heart and head. Head is the notion, heart is the emotion and character. So dharma decides the character. Dharma controls the character. The faith decides the heart. And the Brahma Vidya decides the notion. Do you think that Germany was less progressive? When Hitler came, Germany was less progressive. Germany was a world power. Just like US is the world power now. One vritti was missing in Hitler called Daya. Daya was not there. How many Jews he massacred? Millions. Not 1 2 million, many millions. And very harsh manner. They were all in the concentration camps and all this. Because dharma was not there. Infrastructure was very good. China, dharma is not there. Occupying, what is it called? Taiwan. Occupying Tibet. ये क्या बात है भाई? Occupying, they had 8,000 army. In 50 or something, they invaded all of a sudden. 40,000 soldiers massacred left and right, all the people. ये कोई धर्म है? Will not they get affected? Their curses won't go back. You see how much peace is there then? Peace is one thing, and the convenience is another thing. Convenience is not peace. Very convenient. Bullet trains are there. In 1 hour, they travel 700, 600 kilometers. Bullet trains. So fast trains. And the table is there. If you put a cup of tea or water, it doesn't shake also. Here in our house, you keep it shakes. I don't know why. Such a fast trains are there. If you go to Shanghai, you see. I have not gone, fortunately. What? Fortunately, I have no desire to go anywhere. And you go there, you will see what advanced countries are there. Where is the peace? Having a nice, healthy, beautiful body is one thing. But having a healthy heart and loving person is another thing. Healthy body doesn't mean healthy heart. Healthy emotions, healthy notions. Just because you are good looking and you are smart and your eyes are good and your good built up is there, that doesn't mean that you are a joyful person. That doesn't mean you are a pure person. That doesn't mean that you are a good charactered person. That doesn't mean that you are a knowledgeable person. Even some dogs are good looking. Some cats are good looking. Rabbit is also cute. And you are also cute. Both are cute. You are cute when you are mute. Husband said to wife, you are cute when you are mute. And you are like honey when you don't ask money. The बाप बोला किसी ने, if you want to expose somebody, just ask him to speak. All foolishness comes out. Either what? Today or tomorrow, yesterday. Shankaracharya Bhagavan is this role. बड़ा रोल था. Let me go ahead now. I hope this point is clear. Don't think it's just a story. To establish this, he was born or he manifested. So King Sudhanva was there. He said that Padmapadacarya had got through a lot of difficulties. I think one more Digvijay Yatra you should take. One already he did. Started from his place and came back. From extreme south to extreme north. He said, okay. All by, not by car or by bus, by flight, by foot only. So Sudhanva said, okay. The king also, and big retinue. Now he was not that Shankaracharya, who was only one something. So from Kaladi he went to Halahaleshwar, there is one temple. I'll take a lot of temples name now. This way you will visit mentally, can offer namaskar to those places. That God will receive your namaskar from here only. This is also one purpose. We will travel. Mansik Parikram, Mansik Tirth we will go to. Can we go? So he went to a place called Halahaleshwar, and then he went to Rishabhachal. You know Rishabhachal? Where his parent has prayed for him. In the neck deep waters, there Aremma and Shiv Guru had prayed for to get a child like you. There he went. And there he composed Shatpadi Stotram. Vinay Shatpadi, this I took in CIF. Avinayam apanaya Vishnu damaya mana Shamaya brigam Mishaya mriga trishnam Bhuta dayam vistaraya taraya Samsara sagarataha Satyapi bhedapagame natha Tavaham namamakeenastvam Samudro hi taranga kvachan Samudro na taranga. He is called Vinay. Please give me humility. And I have a lot of arrogance, haughtiness. There is something called haughtiness. Haughtiness means? Haughty nature means? Haughty nature. बोलो भाई, haughty nature? Huh? Arrogance? Something like that. Okay. Huh? I think you need a mic. Haughty nature means a person is closed in his thinking. He doesn't allow the fresh breeze of Guru, Bhagavan to enter and purify him. I have made my thought, I will not leave my thought. Always be open to correction. The very sign of your growth is you feel I have a lot to correct. A lot of understanding, I have wrong understanding, I have a lot of misunderstanding. And I'm subject to correction. I'm not closed, I will understand. Avinayam apanaya, there he composed this. And Rishabhachal, he crossed the river Purna and Pampa, and there he reached the place called Anand. Trivandrum. Trivandrum, who had gone with me? Trivandrum? Nobody had gone. Right? Where Padmanabham temple is there, where all the... you have not gone, Trivandrum. Huh? You have gone. Where we 1st of January we were there, in Vaikuntha Ekadashi. There is where all the temple is there with lot of money is there. There are six doors are there, 6 rooms are there, 2, 3 they opened. And so much of jewels are there inside, so much of riches. Pata hoga na? So much of riches are there that lot can be done. But don't try to open, snakes are there. You cannot open that. And by mantra only you can open it. You need mantra. They are locked by mantra, not an external lock. And anybody tried, he died. The one who gave the access to 1, 2 doors, his family passed away. Anyway, So Padmanabham is there, and there he went there after this. देखो ये सब they are the one who maintain that they sanctified. After that he went to Kanyakumari. Kanyakumari also you have gone. Kanyakumari at the tip of the three oceans meet. Kanyakumari गए हो? अच्छा चलो कहीं तो आई. हम ना यही ओटी फूटी हो गया जाते. मेरा धाम वाम जाया करो. ये ओटी होने जाते हैं. Very nice. और फिर मैसेज करेंगे. Nice hills are there. Nice scenery is there. धाम जाओ. कन्याकुमारी है. There goddess is in the form of Kanya, and she is doing tapasya there. Then from there he went to a place called Madurai. Tiruchendur it is called. I'll speak in Tamil also now. You have to understand. So, so there Sindhurapuram is there, and there he mentioned he worshipped, and there after that he composed one Subramanya Bhujangam is there. So one person came who had a lot of leprosy. So he composed Subramanya Bhujangam. He said, you chant this, and he got well there. And Madurai, goddess is there. If you see in my altar, one small Deviji is there. One Shivji is there. And one Deviji is there, small, left. If you have noted. वो मदुरई है, who has parrot in her hand. She has parrot in her hand. देखा ना, parrot is there. I put kumkum there. That is from Madurai only. That is Parvati ji. The story is different. I will not go into detail. It will digress. But there, Meenakshi Stotram he composed. क्या है इनका? शब्दमयी चराचरमयी ज्योतिर्मयी वाङ्मयी नित्यानंदमयी निरंजनमयी तत्वमयी चिन्मयी तत्वातीतमयी परात्परमयी मायामयी श्रीमयी सर्वेश्वर्य सर्वैश्वर्यमयी सदा शिवमयी मां पाहि मीनाम्बिके मातः पूर्ण सुधारात्र हृदय मां पाहि मीनाम्बिके. This Kartik is from Madurai only. That temple is there. And any time when we have gone, I think you have gone, in Rameshwaram, Devi definitely calls and gives her darshan. And so much of grace is there of Devi Ma, that she calls inside the sanctum almost and gives lot of prasad of sindoor, etc. Badi kripa hai unki. And there he was stationed and he composed this. Devi ki kripa hai. And from there after that he went to Rameshwaram. Rameshwaram. देखो फिर रामेश्वरम आ ही जाते हैं. And he went there and he stayed there in Dhanushkoti. There is a place called Dhanushkoti. देखो हम लोग मानसिक, do मानसिक darshan. If you have not gone, at least mentally offer namaskar. Mentally prostrate to that God. And there Ramchandra ji and Sita ji had put some shivling there. Rameshwaram नहीं गए. Rameshwaram. हुआ और Rameshwaram. The tradition is you take Ganga Jal from Kashi. And you offer that Ganga Jal to that Shivji Shivling was made by Sita ji. Sita ji consecrated that. And there is a 22 wells are there where you take bath. 22 wells are there. So there he offered worship. Kya baat hai? Shivam, 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 Shivam. Beautiful place, magnificent place is there. You have to go there and enjoy that. And there he spent 3 months. Everywhere, not so much. And there he chanted. Saundaryalari is there. Saundaryalari. I have not taken here. Saundaryalari I have taken somewhere else. There he chanted Saundaryalari in the praise of Lord Shiva there. So these are the places which you won't see anywhere else. Itna dham hai. So let us go to the parikrama now. After that, so there he chanted glories of Lord Shiva, and Lord Ram is there. So when tsunami had come, so Dhanushkoti was one city was there. There's a city. So in 62, 63, one train was coming and big cyclone came and it washed up the whole train. So whole place, which was a quite an inhabited place, it was reduced to only sand now. So if you go there, you will see some pieces of some building here, some remnants. And the people, the cyclone was rushing towards the main Rameshwaram, but people went and offered pranam and all the waves subsided. So tsunami also could not go inside Rameshwaram. There is the glory of that, Rameshwaram. Oh, bhai. I should also go is long, I have not gone. 2 years से ही बैठे हुए हैं. Anyway, after that he went to a place called Chidambaram. He revived the faith of the people. I mean, when you go to the tirth, taranti aniniti tirtha, your faith is maintained by collective faith. Something at a microcosmic level, and unless it is collectively given, it is difficult to maintain. Like in your room, if you be all the time, you will not be that energetic. But if you come in the satsang, you will have more faith and energy. Because individual faith is not maintained alone, it needs help to maintain. It gets more support and prop. Kyo bhai? You found a difference. You are also in your room, therefore I am saying. So when you are there, you feel more. Otherwise, apne room mein, you go in a shell. You go in a shell. Let the snail be in the shell, or the tortoise, not you. So when you go in a shell, you become a snail. A snail means easily crushable. Who is spineless, you become very vulnerable, and you become negative. When you are in a shell, you become negative. Therefore, it is easier to go out and go into society full of divinity. To live alone, you need lot of purity and lot of contemplation and lot of vasna-lessness. You are not fit to live alone. Go to the company of good people. Go to the satsang. Divinize yourself. And when they heard, Shankar Bhagwan has come, Shankar Bhagwan, and when he did Abhishek, as if Shivji is doing his Abhishek. He sat there and did Abhishek. Shivling is there deep inside, in the sanctum. याद आ रहा है. Very, very, very beautiful and divine experiences there whenever I have gone. Deep inside there is a Shivling, and the priest takes every samagri and he offers there on your behalf. So there he went. After that he went to a place called Chidambaram. Chidambaram is there. So if you know, 5 element is there. So in Kanchipur, the earth element is there. So Ekam Ishwaram is there, Ekvaranantham is there. Water element is then Jambukeshwar is there. Shivling is in the form of water. And fire element, I told you, is in Arunachalam, where Ramana Maharshi was there. Air element is in Kalhasti, which is left. Akash element is in Chidambaram. Akash element, Lord Shiva is in the form of Akash. And by God's grace, he called me everywhere. So there, he went there in Chidambaram, and there is where Panini also came, and Patanjali also came. That was his glory. Therefore, these tirthas are shining so big, you go and see the glory of that. And at that time, not big city was there. Most of the cities were formed around this tirth only. Visakhapatnam is there, Kashi is there, Prayagraj is there, Mumbai is there. Mumbai was from Mumba Devi. Calcutta is there, Kali Devi is there, Kolkata was the name is there. Chennai also, there is a Devi there. On that, based on that, the name is there. Bengaluru also, Bengaluru is the name. That is also based on some temple. So it was around some temple, around divinity, center of the city was a temple. So whole finances, economy, administration was because of that, and king was greatly devoted to that temple. Everything was so sacred. And there he was walking all around. And between, now he started walking faster now. This place called Mallikarjun. Sri Shailam is there. Not our Sri Shailam. Mallikarjun is there. And his Putakarjun is there. Between that there is Madhyarjunam is there. There he went there. And two Mahavidyas are there. Name is Kali and Tara. And they are all worshipping this Shivji's name is there. Namah Shivaya. So in the vibration there is Namah Shivaya going on there. If you sit quietly, you start hearing that. That Namah Shivaya is heard, Namah Shivaya is heard, Namah Shivaya is heard. When he went there, lot of scholars came. So some said, no, this is right. Some said, no, Shaiva is right. Some said, Vaishnavite is right. So a lot of this dissent was there. He said, see, all are from their standpoint, but the Upanishad says that Brahman alone is the reality. So they said, okay, but you are proving it. But unless God comes and says, we won't believe that. God has to say that. So next day, all the scholars gathered and Shankaracharya sat together. So Lord, he is called Lord Mahalinga Swami. Madhyarjunam, you can keep in your mind. And there he worshipped, offered Abhishek and offered Bil Patra to that Shivling. And he closed his eyes and he said, Bhagavan, unless you say that Advaita is there, I will stop my traveling. And Shivanand Lahiri is there. Tatpadambujamarchayami param tvam chintayami anvaham tvamisham sharanam brajami vachasa tvameva yache vibho vikshame diksha chakshushim sakaruna Divyeshiram prarthitam Shambho Lokaguro Madhya Manasa Saukhyopadesham Kuru. This is from Shivanand Lahiri. He chanted this verse. He said, O Lord Shiva, I worship your feet because they are the ultimate. There is nothing bigger than your feet. I come to you, I take refuge to you. I beg for your help. Please give me your darshan. Please manifest before me. Please instruct me. And this he went into samadhi. All hall was quiet. And at that time of lightning struck all around. In that hall, lightning started striking. And Shivji's voice was heard. Shivji came as lightning. And then he said, Ekameva Advaitam Nehananasti Kinchana. Ekameva Advaitam Nehananasti Kinchana. Few times it heard and it all went away. Everybody stood stunned, quiet in deep meditation. The right light radiated and then it went away. Then Shankaracharya Bhagavan said that God has saved us and made our commitment firm. Now worship him by chanting Sri Rudram. So they all started chanting Sri Rudra. All his disciples and everybody. Then he went ahead. How much to cover now? So many places he went. So I have to touch little. And as he passed from Madhya Arjun, one scholar came. He said, I am about to die. But I have not known the self. Can you give something in the last parting message for me? Is there something for me? I have no stamina and time to listen for a long time. And there Bhagavan Shankaracharya, on the spot, composed the whole Advaita in one verse called Ekashloki. Just hear all these things. Kinjyotistava bhanum ahanahi me ratrau pradipagidam. Kinjyotistava bhanumanahni me ratrau pradipadikam. Syadevam ravideepa darshana vidau kinjyotirakhyahite. चक्षुस्थस्य निमीलनादि समय किंधी दियोर दर्शने किं तत्रामतो भवान परमकम ज्योतिस्तदस्मि प्रभो. I hope you understood. Well, what? He said, when you are dark, when you are closing your eyes, you know, don't see your eyes also, you don't see your face also, you don't know your hand also. In pitch darkness, you don't see your hand also. You don't see your hair also. You don't. But you know your thought. In whose light you know your thought. That you are. That has not gone into darkness. Everything is not known in the darkness. You don't know surrounding. You don't know your chair. You don't know your hand. You don't know you around you. But you know I am. This is the self. And he knew the self was. This the Brahmin who came. Ek se ek log us samay the. This was Ekashloki. And thereafter that, he visited Sri Rangam. Sri Rangam. Earlier was Trivandrum. This is Sri Rangam. It's all Tiruchirappalli. I told you we will go for yatra. You said no. Sri Rangam is there. Aha. There is also Bhagavan Vishnu. You have gone Sri Rangam. No. Tiruvandram alone. I am tempting you. And there, he was in trance. Vishnu Bhagavan is there. Last time only I think we went. Sri Rangam in 2019. Before the COVID I went there. दर्शन दिया भगवान ने, ऐसा मजा आया, आनंद आया. वहाँ श्री रंगम का दर्शन हुआ. बड़ी बिग लाइन, माय गॉड, serpentine queue. And there, because please note, Bhagwan calls his devotees. मतलब दर्शन is of Vishnu ji wants darshan of Shiv ji actually. When devotees come, like when somebody loves you comes to see, you are very happy. Many people you meet me whole day. But somebody whom you love a lot, when you see him, even for a glance you see, you are so happy. Oh. Other person is sitting for a whole day, no charm. But someone whom you love, you have heart, you just have a glance. भगवान तो डिवोटीज को देख के वहाँ खुश होते हैं. So there in Sri Rangam he stayed for some time. And near Sri Rangam there is a place called Jambukeshwaram. Their water is made out of water. I mean the Shivling is made out of water. I am giving you just. There he went there. And there is Akhilandeshwari is there. Devi Akhilandeshwari is there. And there he again composed one more shlok. His composition is like, like we blink so regularly. Akhilandeshwari is there, there is Devi is there, her name is Akhilandeshwari is there. Remember, they are the faith sustainers. You need outside situation to sustain your inside faith. I told you, you can't sustain your faith alone. You need temple, you need dham, you need guru, you need satsang. Alone you will go into hallucination and manorajya. Jambu Moola Nidhe Janardana Sute Jambhari Sambhavite Jambu Dvipa Manogya Kalpalatike Janmatmaja Shekhare Janma Vyadhi Jarapahe Jalame Jambu Nadalankrate Jambu Nath Manohare Jananute Vande Akhilandeshwari. Akhilandeshwari Devi ji. He was a great devotee of Devi also. Shankaracharya Bhagavan. There he went, and late in the night he saw that one Brahmin came, suffering from acute pain all around, and he was having one helper also. And Chitsukh, Chitsukh. What was his name? What Chitsukh's earlier name? Vishnu Sharma, not Vishnu Datta. Vishnu Datta is Padmacharya. So there he saw somebody is prostrating. He said, I am having a lot of pain. All around I have leper. I have become leper. Leprosy is there. He said, who are you? Chitsukh said. He said, I am the same uncle of Padmapadacharya. Remember that? Who gave him poison. Because of that, Padmapadacharya lost his sanity for some time. He said, can I have darshan of Padmapadacharya? So he prostrated. At least he came in and confessed. People do mistake and don't confess also. When you confess, your mistakes are lessened. Your sins are lessened. हमसे गलती हो गई, at least he confessed. But he did a very big blunder, because he did this against such a great Mahatma. He said, give me abhayam, give me fearlessness. So Shankaracharya came out in the night. He said, if you do anything against a sadhu, it will all come back to you back with 100 times more force. Because hurting a sadhu is hurting the Brahman. In the Ramayana class I was telling. He is the Atma of the whole world, and whole world is his Atma. It is like hurting 6 billion people. It's like hurting all the women, hurting all the animals, hurting all the devatas. Never do like that. Go and worship Lord Shiva. You will be better. Go and do repentance. Don't leave yourself. Chant Om Namah Shivaya. Go and worship him every day and night. Acha Padmapadacharya, he was so quiet. He said, uncle, what has happened has happened. You sit on a proper seat, equivalent to me. He said, no. He said, for me you are the same uncle. This is saint. Saint is different. Worldly person doesn't leave his anger like, like on the stone when you hit with something, the mark remains forever. The worldly person. He will not forgive you. Ordinary person is like, little more evolved person is like, sand is there and you write something. Another whiff of wind will wash it out. And saint's anger is like line put on a water. Next second it is gone. So he was a saint only. ऐसे नहीं शंकराचार्य के साथ रह रहे थे. If he had the opportunity to be with such Lord Shiva only, then he must be someone very great to get his company, to get his Anga Seva. who used to wash his clothes, who used to press his feet, who used to give food every day, who used to take care of all things. Immediately he forgave. He knew that everything is there. महात्मा ऐसे नहीं कोई बनता है. महात्मा होने के लिए बहुत माफ करना पड़ता है. क्षमा ही महात्मा को महात्मा बनाती है. राम जी सेज टू परशुराम जी, चाहिए विप्र और कृपा घनेरी, चाहिए विप्र और कृपा घनेरी, प्लीज फॉरगिव. Mahatma's essence is his forgiveness. Not that he did wrong, I'll not forgive him for. अरे छोड़ो उसको, बुला लो पास, वो गले लगा लेगा उसको. The glory of Mahatma is that in his heart there is only spring of forgiveness is flowing around. You may hurt country and you'll be punished, but you hurt. We are upset because my ego has been hurt. We are not principle oriented. We are ego oriented people, and therefore we feel sad. There, after that, they all went walking, dense jungle, quietude. And there's a place called Arunachalam, where Raman Maharshi lived. You know what is the Shivling there? Tell me what is the Shivling? Whole mountain is in the Shivling. There is when Kartik Bhagwan came. Arunachal. Sometimes the light is also seen. And the hill is there. And at that time, there were 365 ponds around the hill. And every day you take bath in that one pond and meditate whole day on that pond. And this parikrama was over in 1 year. Ab to nahi dikhta. But that custom was that at that time, this way you get purified. You are forced to think on God. Like ashram is a place you have to force to think on Lord. Even you want to fight, only what to fight, satsang is there now. We'll resume after satsang. Your mind is held. Padmapadacharya said. If you remember, no, I told a story. If you remember, in Varanasi, Mata Anneshwari was there, Annapurna Devi was there. King recognized him and then she left. She was giving food to everybody in a famine. And king recognized that she is a Devi in front of everybody. And then that Annapurna Devi left. And she came to Arunachal. And when she came, Arun means reddish in color. And she was reddish in color. Her sari was reddish. Achal was full of redness. Arunachalam came like that. And there, Gautam Rishi was there. Same Gautam Rishi. Ahilya, she was there. So he received her. And he initiated. Not initiated, you can say, but he gave the mantra of Lord Shiva. And there, this Gautam ashram is there. And she merged in that mountain. And Achal became Arunachal. She becomes Achal. Aruna is the name of that Devi. She merged in the mountain and became Arunachalam. She merged in that Shivling there. And totally nobody was around. So Bhagavan Shankaracharya was in Samadhi most of the time. So he smeared ashes all around. And there he remembered Dakshinamurti. And to his disciple they say, he told Dakshinamurti Stotra, Chitram vatataror mule vriddha shrasya gurur yuva gurustu maunam vyakhyanam shishyastu chinna samshaya. There he composed that. Dakshinamurti Stotram. Lot of stotrams are there, which you have heard, Dakshinamurti. This place was there. Because it was very quiet, silent, only nature was there. There was no, birds also were not chirping too much because they were in tapasya there. These rishis were in meditation there. That was a place there. Such beautiful places are there. And this is where Raman Maharshi was attracted to in his childhood. First time he heard when his uncle came, he said there's a place called Arunachalam. And then he took a train from Madurai to this place. This is the place there. So there he went, and there were no pravachan was there. They were only on meditation and silence and quietness. A glory. Unless you restore your faith system, you will not find energy to think of the future. You will not feel that somebody is inside me, he is helping me, somebody is commanding me, somebody is holding me, somebody is dictating me, somebody is managing my life. I am not alone. There is someone around me. Someone will take care of me. It's all will be fine. This strength will come after this job or this holding on to this tirtha, etc. Taranti aneni tirtha. So by outside restoring those temples, he created a culture and society which was oriented towards holding the Lord. And this tirth became rejuvenated and revitalized. As if Shankarji himself is going and he is putting his divinity, invoking divinity everywhere and making the whole place Shivmaya, Shankarmaya. More we'll see tomorrow, I hope. Let me see if we can complete. Om Har Namah Parvati Pate Har Har Mahadev Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah Hari
Sarveshvara Mam Pahi Prabhu Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibho Pahi Vibho Mam Pahi Prabhu Har 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 Hara Namo Shiva 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 Shivaya Namo Haraya Namo Shivaya Namo Shivaya Namo Haraya Namo Haraya Namo Shivaya Namo Shivaya Namo Haraya Namo Haraya Namo Shivaya Namo Shivaya Namo Haraya Namo Sarveshvara Mam Pahi Prabhu Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibho Shambho Shankara Sada Shivaya Sarveshvara Mam Pahi Prabhu Pahi Prabhu Mam Pahi Vibho Pahi Vibho Mam Pahi